The Friday Night Football Frenzy is presented by the law offices of Joseph J. Cariglio and Bay State Savings Bank.
Coming up next on the Friday Night Football Frenzy, top teams in the Colonial League square off as Bay Path visits Assabet Valley. Border War alert, West Boylston battles the longtime rival Clinton. Shepard Hill makes the trek to the mountaintop to face off against Wachusett. And it's a meeting of two of the state's powerhouse programs as St. John's visits Xaverian. We're halfway through October. Where's the frost? The frenzy begins right now.
Everybody here has been touched by the hand of God himself.
Both Leicester High School and
You have been chosen
request your good
to come out here,
throughout this contest.
put on that uniform, represent every one of your brothers today.
Is that man genius? Tooch is back on the Frenzy. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Frenzy. Kevin Shea, Andy Lacombe. Starting to get a little colder. Not cold enough, but still getting a little colder. It certainly felt like fall out there tonight. It was hitting weather. We had some big games, some big Division III games. Central Mass and Central Eastern.
And administrators like Tooch having a tough time this fall because that first frost hasn't hit yet. So a lot of afternoon games in certain spots and some night games, but a big one under the lights.
Huge.
Pioneers trying to put a couple together.
Westwood 1. We take you out to Westwood, Mass. You are listening to Westwood 1. Emon Dennis and St. John's traveling to Xaverian.
You traveled.
First play of the game, St. John's causing the fumble. Daniel Wickstrom recovers for the Pioneers. So now St. John's' first play from scrimmage. Richarno Hilton makes a man miss. Hilton gets into the end zone, flying through the air. Superman style, 7-0 St. John's. Ensuing kickoff, Xaverian's Justin Wenstrom. 101-yard return to tie the game at 7. The chain gang. Hello, I'm trying to film here. What are you doing? Wait till the play's over. Come on now. St. John's answering. Colin Schofield, bomb to Dennis. In stride, 85 yards. See you later. You will not catch him. 14-7 St. John's, and you see that we are a minute and a half into the game. Schofield to Nick Corelli. Corelli turns it upfield, turns on the Jets. Forget about it. 60 yards for the touchdown. 21-7 St. John's. We are on a record pace. Xaverians. Michael Berluti going up top to Dimitri Sumbanos. He takes it to the house, 21-14.
Companos.
Here we go with Brett.
Yes.
Dennis takes the handoff and takes off. 44 yards, pure speed, great blocking. What a weapon he is. The Flash, we got to get a good nickname for him.
I remember when you were that.
28-14 St. John's. Schofield to Jay Brunel, tapping the feet, staying in bounds for the touchdown. 35-14 St. John's. Second quarter. Berluti on the keeper. He gets into the end zone. It's 35-20. Ensuing kickoff. Just don't do it. They kick to Dennis.
He's not gonna.
Are you kidding me? Look at the speed on Emon Dennis. He takes it back for a touchdown, 41-20 St. John's. And they're going for 2. Schofield to Brunel. 43-20 St. John's. The Pioneers win it 58-26.
Wow. Good thing you took Boone's helicopter out there. Wachusett hosting Shepard Hill. We arrive at halftime, so we do our mandatory 3-minute warm-up. And now we are ready to go. 21-7 Mountaineers. Third quarter, the Rams strike. Gabe Dos Santos, an option pass to Tyler Brassard. And it's a touchdown. Cuts the lead to 21-14. How about the Hill throw on the football? Wachusett answers. Seamus Higgins airing it out to Jonah Boyce in stride. A huge gain. What are these two teams are throwing?
Unbelievable.
What is going on? Mark Peters, the Mark Peters effect. More of the Wachusett aerial attack. Higgins to Angelo Smith for the score. 28-14, Wachusett. Mountaineer defense tough in the second half. Jacob Nadeau forces the fumble. Doug Kane recovers for the green and white. And it leads to this. In the fourth, Higgins, great ball, great catch. Caleb Marrero to the Hill 17-yard line.
Who are these guys in green throwing the ball all over the
Seriously,
place?
fourth and goal. This is more like it to the Bull. Aiden Tomaszewski, the fullback, powers in from a yard out. Wachusett now 6-0. They get a 35-21 win this afternoon.
Love the American flag in the Badlands. We got Fitchburg and North Middlesex from Crocker Field. 13-7 North Middlesex in the second quarter. Fitchburg handing off to Anthony Oquendo. And Oquendo doing the rest. He is off to the races. 55 yards brought down at the 11 by Tim Burson. Great hustle from Burson to save a touchdown later in the drive. Oquendo will get it in for the score. 14-13 Red Raiders, and the Fitchburg crowd is loving it. North Middlesex, Josh LeBlanc looking downfield, flings it to Reed Callahan. Callahan battling downfield. The big fella brought down at the 9-yard line. The Patriots capping off their drive. 20-yard field goal by Tyler Canino. It's 16-14 Patriots in front. Fitchburg's Montgomery Graham hands it off to Oquendo. Oquendo weaving his way. Getting some blocks, then he just cuts on a dime, cuts back, goes forward, takes it down to the 25-yard line. Oquendo getting the call again. Spin move, cuts inside, he can smell the end zone, and he gets there for the touchdown. 21-16 Red Raiders. Fitchburg with another win at home, 35-16.
Red Raider athletes never quit. Groton-Dunstable, Burncoat. The Burncoat Patriots welcome to the frenzy in 2019. Long trek north to battle Groton-Dunstable. First play from scrimmage, and it's Groton-Dunstable. Play worked out pretty well. Bradley T-Dice to Brendan Ferrari, the aptly named receiver, speeds to the end zone. 64-yard touchdown, 8-0. Groton-Dunstable. Sean Grady doing a job today. Patriots defense settled down nicely. The keeper there, but Casey Mitten swallowed up the running back there. The QB, Burncoat offense looking to answer. Josh Familia out of the Wildcat. Gremlin deep in the Groton-Dunstable territory. The drive there would stall. This is another Burncoat position. This is Familia again. This looks familiar. Another run to the outside, another tough run down to the 10-yard line.
Good nat sound of the hit, too.
Last play of the half. It's Thomas Casenza scoring. Fullback dive makes it 8-6. At the break, Groton-Dunstable gets the W, 34-6.
We got Bay Path and Assabet Valley. Everyone's got something. This is the Aztec sledgehammer. First quarter, 6-0 Assabet. Cole Nelson bobbing, weaving, breaking tackles, a spin move even. 34 yards to touchdown town. 13-0 Aztecs in front. Next, Assabet possession. And it's Connor Shirley. Rolling right. Shirley got a blocker in front of him, got some time. Fires a dart to Scott Giusti. And Giusti does a nice job adjusting the ball for the grab. Second quarter, same drive. Shirley hits Jacob Nelson on the slant. Another Aztec first down. A few plays later, the handoff. Where is he? Mateo Ciccone emerging, winds up in the end zone. Assabet Valley with a 20-0 advantage just before half. And more from the Aztecs. Cole Nelson with another big hole. And Nelson with a pretty run. Shifting. He's got power, he's got speed. He's in the land of 6, and Assabet gets another win today. 47-0 your final.
We're 4-1. They left us for dead. They left us for dead. Losing 14 starters. They didn't think any of you guys were any good. Every one of you they thought was weak. What's happening? We're winning. So we're playing with our heart. We're playing with our heart. We're getting better because we work harder. That's why we're getting better. We're playing as a team. No one gave you a shot. Look at you now. Get your hands in the
Rossi undefeated. We're playing Clinton this week, buddy. Beautiful afternoon for football.
Harold Ogilvy's over there.
WB gets on the board first. Ryan Arcand up the gut. 10-yard touchdown. Lions up 8-0 after the conversion. And the following kickoff, WB's special teams comes up with a big play. The ball's out. Arcand recovers. Lions have the ball right back. And they would capitalize off the turnover. Scott Moulton, bobbing, weaving, through the blocks of the McNamara boys. Aiden and Cullen for the score, 16-0 Lions. Second quarter, Lions deep in their own territory. Josh Lorero airs it out, hitting Dan Williams for the first down. Drive would end with another WB touchdown. Lorero rumbling in. Good finish WB's 5-1, 43-21, the final.
Unbelievable. I'm looking at this Assabet team right now, and this is a very good squad, and they do it. Obviously, they put up a ton of points today, and they have a balanced attack on offense. You can see it in our highlights. They got a great offensive line. They can run the ball. They can play power football. They can throw it over the top as well. But that defense, just locking it down, pitching a shutout today, the Aztecs are tough.
Yeah, you know what? WB with a big win over Clinton, and certainly Mike Ross was concerned. Clinton's owned that series if you look at it historically. So a big one anytime West Boylston can beat Clinton. But how about Wachusett? That's an impressive win over Shepard Hill, a team that can put up a lot of points, really control the football, and Wachusett doing it on the offensive and defensive sides. It sets up an interesting matchup maybe in a couple weeks.
2 weeks. They don't want to look
There's
ahead.
still a lot of games coming, but yeah.
Neither team's going to look ahead, but in 2 weeks, St. John's and Wachusett, oh man, how about St. John's putting up another huge number, 58 points. That offense is flat out incredible. Dennis is unbelievable. Plenty more to come on the Frenzy. Stay with us.
Our founders would have never seen this coming.
Spygate?
No.
Deflategate?
No.
What then?
Benji! Benji knocks down any obstacle that he can get his paws on and tackles every high interest rate that gets in between us and our customers, which is why he made the Bay State Savings Bank team.
You're right. They would have never seen Benji coming, but I'm sure they're glad he came.
Bay State Savings Bank. We take banking personally.
I'm District Attorney Joe Early Jr., and I'm proud to partner with Charter Communications with our pledge to help raise awareness that bullying should not be tolerated. From local school students, here's our message.
Bullying? Be smart. Don't start. Make the grade and join the anti-bully crusade.
We need to foster safe environments for students in their schools and communities. Join the anti-bully crusade. Take a stand to lend a hand. Don't be a bully.
Presented by the law offices of Joseph J. Coriglia.
Step for you guys is to start taking circumferences. See where it's marked on beats 1 and 3 in that measure? Okay, good. Let's go one more time from the beginning. Here we go. Yeah. All right.
Hi, I'm Rich Salmon, GM of Bertera Nissan. Come join us for our 2019 clearance event.
This is the all-new 2019 redesigned Nissan Altima, now available in all-wheel drive. Here we have the 2019 Nissan Kicks. Sporty, stylish, and incredibly fun to drive.
If you work for UMass, Fallon, St. Gobain's, Wyman Gordon, or any of Worcester's largest employers, we'll take care of you with an additional discount up to $500.
Bertera Nissan, Route 20, Auburn, Massachusetts.
The Friday Night Football Frenzy is brought to you by Bertera Nissan of Auburn, the Bancroft School in Worcester, Milford Federal, Holy Cross Athletics, the Sullivan Group, Poochie's Fine Jewelry, Nichols College, Scott Lauder, and the Worcester office of Raymond James Investment, and the Central Mass Safety Council.
All right, some big games being played up north and some big games being played at night up north.
Yeah, no question about it. But we start in Worcester where they don't play games at night currently.
Right.
Worcester Tech and Monty Tech meeting, and this is a matchup. The two teams very familiar with each other. Monty is a playoff team right now, so they need this one over the Eagles. They're trailing 6-0 is Monty Tech. Here comes Worcester Tech's Andrew Enlow through a big hole. Picking up some deep yardage into Bulldog territory. The Monty D would bow up. Gabriel Bazuski and John Stevens making a play to stall the Eagles' drive. Second quarter, still 6-0 Worcester Tech. TJ Farr, he's a Princeton guy. Coming right back through, scrambling from the quarterback position and staying in bounds into the red zone. And now they threaten. Farr looking to throw. Sincere Mills makes the catch. He high points the ball and he pushes his way in for 6, and we are tied at 6 apiece. So Monty Tech going for 2. Farr, rolling, looking. Mateo Serrano has the ball. It's
Serrano's
8-6.
got the disc.
I just want to throw this in here because watch Andrew Enlow. This guy is an athlete. Makes the grab. 7 different guys touch him before he finally goes down.
Oh, swim move.
I mean, he almost took this to the house. Now, it was called back due to penalty. Worcester Tech would not score. Monty Tech wins 24-6, but Enlow is a stud.
Still a heck of a highlight. Abby Kelly and Blackstone Valley Tech this afternoon. Opening kickoff. J.D. Antaya with a middle return. Straight up the gut, gets good blocking. Antaya finds the seam, kicks it into gear, and he is gone. 90 yards on the kickoff return for the touchdown. 7-0 BVT right out of the gate. And BVT playing some stout defense. Trey Howe getting in for the Beavers and getting the sack. That's a tough defensive line for Blackstone Valley Tech. Abby Kelly with some good team defense. The Bears swarming to the football. BVT, Josh Mateo, off of play action. Going up top to Samuel DiColella. And DiColella in the end zone, touchdown, 14-0 BVT. Second quarter, it is Mateo. Off play action again to DiColella. He gets behind the defense. Good throw, good catch. He's dancing to the end zone, 21-0 BVT. More from the Beavers. Jared Loisel. Running through tackles, making men miss, and then taking off. You know Archie had him doing his squats this year, and it's paying off. 28-0 BVT. The Beavers go on to win this one 35-12.
Was Brian Morse selling pizza tonight at Abby Kelly?
Always good to see Morse.
Southbridge went up to Murdock, Toy Town. Last play of the first quarter, Southbridge looking to strike, but it's picked off by Jack Polcari, who elevates to go get it. Makes a defender miss, and there he goes. All the way to the house. Murdock now with a 13-0 lead after the Polcari pick six, second quarter. It's Logan Huff. Logan Huff, some tough running for Murdock. He would not be stopped. The sideline shows their appreciation. Murdock is up 19-0. Under 2 minutes to play now in the second quarter. It's Southbridge looking to strike. John Cortez. Pass up in the air. Marcus Rosado the touchdown. Murdock though gets the win, 37-6.
It is Oakmont and Quabbin. Quabbin paying homage to America during the national anthem. On the first play from scrimmage, Oakmont Xavier Dean able to power through the line, and Dean taking the loaf all the way home to the bakery. 60 yards.
You take the loaf
on the
home
run
to the bakery?
I don't know. I'm just
Take it
off
home
the top of my
from the
head here.
bakery. Oh, okay.
Oakmont up 7-0. Now it's Quabbin airing it out. Sam Coppolino, Mr. Coppolino, going deep to Greg Burnett. He's tackled in the red zone. 1 yard out, and the Panthers give it to Noah Herzig. He follows his blocks to the land of 6. It's 7-6 Oakmont. Quabbin's defense stepping up. Ben Way exploding through the line. Gets a big sack for a 10-yard loss. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They give it to Xavier Dean. Dean jumping over tackles. Look at the diesel. Dean is a power back, gets another first down. Oakmont's Colton Beausoleil with the QB keeper from the 1, extending the Oakmont lead 14-6. Now the Spartans in the Wildcat. It's Xavier Dean again, powering into land of 6. Oakmont up 21-6, and the Spartans win it 41-18.
Flag at half staff at Commerce Bank Field for Brian O'Connell, late school committee member and a great supporter of Worcester Public School athletics. South High, he would have loved this game, hosting Sutton Douglas. And in the third quarter, South's up 27-6. Noah Ostrowski for Sutton Douglas. Strong run and a first down there. But the drive would stall. But it did back South up. And here's the punt, and it's blocked. Jonathan Altimus and Joseph Hennessy block it. It results in a safety, so it's 27-8 because South recovered in the end zone. Robin Burles and South respond. Here comes Burles going all the way across the field. And Burles will not be denied the end zone. He just barrels through the defense for the score, 33-8. And they're having a blast on the sidelines here at South. Burles is a talent. Colonels D with their hitting hats on. Look at this one. Isaac Carr coming up. That's the Ronnie Lott hit of the night. That's not Chuck Cecil, that's Ronnie Lott.
I like it. 42 for the old 49ers.
Fourth quarter, it's Sutton Douglas not going away. Hennessy's just a sophomore, strip sack there. And he's fired up. South defense would answer. Carlos Guzman picks off the pass in the end zone. And he brings it back about 25 yards. So South gets going again, and they finish the drive with Harrison Barholo for a touchdown. Colonels win 40-8.
Hudson welcoming Kingsborough to the Morgan Bowl this afternoon. A lot of history at the Morgan Bowl. Third quarter, Kingsborough in command. 28-7. Tucker Carmichael swings it out to Justin Huberty. Look at Huberty flying down the field. First and goal for Kingsborough. A few plays later, Huberty on the handoff. This time he's into the end zone, giving the Tigers a 35-7 lead. And there it is, official from the officials. More from Kingsborough and more from Justin Huberty. Accelerating, braking, accelerating once more, like driving with Lacombe.
Oh,
he's what? He's a Formula One racing machine.
There was one?
He sets up another first and goal opportunity.
I do not have a ticket. I have an immaculate record.
Tucker Carmichael. Most people don't trust a man with an immaculate record. Tucker Carmichael. He's in for the touchdown, 42-7. Kingsborough. Late in the fourth, it is Hudson's Giancarlo Orlandi hitting Joshua Duarte. Duarte doing the rest. 31 yards on the catch and run. Kingsborough, though, gets the victory. 42-14 is your final.
Tigers are 6-0.
They're very good. BVT is really good. We've seen them a couple times this season. Archie's crew playing great football. It starts up front. Big old number 75, Nasuti. He's part Howie Long. He's part Ted Hendricks, the Mad Stork. He's got this great length. He collapses every play on the line. You can't throw over him. You can't run around him. And if you try to run through between the tackles, he just dives in and makes the stop. He's a difference maker.
More pizza from Mr. Morse at the Abbey Kelly games. I look at this South team, and, you know, they play with a little bit of a swagger. They play cool, they play calm, they play collected, and they've got some playmakers as well. Some young playmakers as well as Robin Burles who can flat out fly. But these dudes are playing good football right now, and South's in a playoff position right now.
Yeah, and Oakmont with a huge win over Quabbin tonight. Those are two playoff teams as well. Oakmont continuing to run the table here. They look really, really strong. Stay with us. More of the Frenzy coming your way after this.
Sullivan Group is an insurance and risk management services firm based in Worcester for over 60 years.
Our company values are family values. Committed to our clients and finding them the best solutions.
Committed to being independent.
Committed to our community. We live here, we work here, we volunteer here.
The Sullivan Insurance Group.
Committed to excellence.
Kevin, meet your father.
Kevin.
Kevin.
Kevin. Kevin.
Kevin.
Kevin.
Kevin.
Kevin.
Kevin.
Trusted advice for life.
Kevin, how's your mom?
Thank you. Life well planned. See what a Raymond James financial advisor can do for you.
Providing our customers with the highest level of quality, service, and value. Poochie's Fine Jewelry, 205 West Boylston Street in West Boylston.
Bison Pride is the feeling that you get when you're with all of your Nichols friends and you're rooting for your team and your school and your community.
Even though we are a smaller school, you feel the big school vibe here.
Milford Federal Bank has been part of our community's history, honoring local traditions, supporting local causes, and caring about local issues since 1887. While many community banks have come and gone through the years, we're still here, committed to our loyal customers and the communities we serve. We're Milford Federal Bank, your community, your bank, your choice. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Friday Night Football Frenzy is presented by the law offices of Joseph J. Cariglio and Bay State Savings Bank.
You can always tell a Harvard man. You just can't tell him much. One of the great Holy Cross coaches used to say that. Now, this is a big game. This is always a huge game for Holy Cross. The alums always circle this one on their calendar. The former players, everyone, no matter what it is. They may not like the Patriot League teams, but they hate Harvard. There is a good, healthy hatred for Harvard up on the hill.
It's healthy animosity, right? Well, listen, Harvard comes in. They're a good football team, one of the best in the Ivy League. Holy Cross is 3-3, and they feel okay about that, but they really would feel better if they beat Harvard and moved on. This is a big measuring stick game to find out just how good Holy Cross is and how much better maybe they are from where they were a year ago.
Coming off the Brown win, 2 in a row now as you get ready for Harvard, just the mood of the team as you guys get ready to come back home.
Obviously positive, but that's something we're going to talk about regardless of the outcome of the previous week's game. It doesn't really matter. We always got to find a way to get better, and I think that's what our guys are focused on at this moment. They're locked in. I think there's been enough positives to keep them, well fed basically, and there's enough negatives that they know they have to improve upon.
How are you guys better in your eyes than, say, a week before, 2 weeks?
I thought Connor's improvement, from week to week continues to get better. He's not there yet, but he continues to get better each and every single week. I thought defensively we were tested down the field. It was a very capable passer who put the ball in some really tight spots. I thought we did a good job contesting every one of those throws, and we kept him, in check too for the most of the afternoon. As a team in general, I think we're starting to realize how good we could be. But we still have not played that game just yet.
Come home and it's Harvard, so it's a challenge. They present a bunch of different challenges. What are some of the keys?
That offense is explosive. There's a really good quarterback, unbelievable running backs. The offense line is great, and probably their strongest point is defense. I think they're number 1 in the country in sacks, number 1 in the country in run defense, number 1 in the country in, I think a bunch of things. I think coming off these past 2 weeks when we were able to sort of put our foot on the gas and play the type of football we think we can play on offense, I think we're excited for that opportunity.
All right, here we go, 1 o'clock. We are live. Harvard and Holy Cross from Fitton Field right here, Shepard TV.
Well, you know what? Coach Chesney mentioned it at the luncheon to you guys this week, but the defensive line for Holy Cross is playing phenomenal. Yeah. 2 words, 1 name, Mike Pucko. It is all Mike Pucko, and we've seen it. We've seen him do it when he was at Holy Name coaching. We saw him do it at West Boylston, then at Assumption College. He's got those guys playing so good. You watch that Syracuse film and see the way they played against the Orange. It's incredible.
They're not that big, but they're mean, and they play tough. They play like their coach. Yep. They play like the old Holy Name guys years ago.
Smash mouth football. It doesn't matter if you're a quarterback. Nick Haig's going to run you over. That's the Holy Name Mike Pucko style. We'll hear from Haig tomorrow, broadcasting with this guy. Stay tuned. We got Man of the Match coming up next.
I'm District Attorney Joe Early Jr., and I'm proud to partner with Charter Communications with our pledge to help raise awareness that bullying should not be tolerated. From local school students, here's our message.
Delete cyberbullying. Don't write it. Don't forward it. Think twice what you type.
We need to foster safe environments for students in their schools and communities. Join the anti-bully crusade. Take a stand to lend a hand. Don't be a bully.
Presented by the law offices of Joseph J. Coriglia.
Our founders would have never seen this coming.
Spygate?
No.
Deflategate?
No.
What then? Benji!
Benji knocks down any obstacle that he can get his paws on and tackles every high interest rate that gets in between us and our customers, which is why he made the Bay State Savings Bank team.
You're right. They would have never seen Benji coming, but I'm sure they're glad he came.
Bay State Savings Bank. We take banking personally. Man of the Match is presented by Scott Lauder and the Worcester office of Raymond James Investment.
All right, Man of the Match time. My Man of the Match could go to the entire Assabet Valley Tech defense, but I'm going to give it to the captain of that defense today, and that was Dylan Clemmer. Clemmer led the Aztecs with 9 tackles. This is a defense that has not allowed a touchdown in the last 17 quarters. That's 4+ games. The Aztecs defense is playing great. Clemmer is my Man of the Match.
My Man of the Match is the quarterback from Wachusett, Seamus Higgins. He passed for more than 200 yards. That is a rare feat. In fact, that's like 4 times as many yards as he had coming into the game. So Seamus Higgins, Man of the Match. That's like seeing a Yeti or our producer, Sean Grady, buying lunch. It is very, very rare. Good stuff.
That's great. You're going to hear some stuff in your ear now. I'll tell you what, too. This St. John's offense continuing to put up huge points, doing it against Xaverian, too, another Eastern Mass foe. Colin Schofield had 4 touchdown passes. Iman Dennis just adding to his legend. I mean, he's unstoppable out there. They're fun to watch.
Man, he is fast. You can't just underscore. Groton-Dunstable gets another win, and they, kind of move. There are teams that are trying to solidify their spots here with just a couple of weeks left before the playoffs.
Mike Ross doing it again, too. That West Boylston team playing unbelievable right now. We'll see you tomorrow, 1 in the afternoon. Holy Cross and Harvard right here.